Hey, Lee and Shaleen here for a little Zoom bit today about peppermint. And notice what I have on top of my peppermint. I put a dropper. So those of you who know, these wonderful doTERRA products are pure, just the oil goes in the bottle. And so they're very, very strong. If you smell peppermint too close, I mean, it's going to fill your lungs. It's going, whoa, you feel it right away when you breathe in peppermint. So when I go to use peppermint, I like to be able to just make sure I do one drop at a time. And if I'm using it in my cooking, especially because one drop, sometimes one drop is too much because it's so pure. And it is very potent. Now, I have a dear friend who I was sharing oils with him and his family, and he says, well, you know, we used another brand. And I says, well, let's just compare. Let's pull it out. And so he pulled out his peppermint, and I opened up my peppermint, and he smelled mine and went, wow, that is earthy. That's the word he used. And I remember thinking, well, let me smell your peppermint. What's your peppermint smell like? And when I did, his peppermint smelled like candy to me. It was very sweet smell, not a deep smell. Anyway, I converted that family over to doTERRA, which was kind of cool. But peppermint, and what they do is they take these oils from the leaves, the oils that protect the plant, and they get the oil from it. It's a high menthol content. It is the best quality that there is. It's stronger than herbs. One drop is stronger than 40 cups of peppermint tea. So if you're making, I like to say, if I'm making a hot chocolate and I want it to be peppermint, I have to be making a big pot to put a drop. If I put two, sometimes it's too much. So it's just so potent. You get to be careful with it too. It alleviates stomach upsetness. It helps with your respiratory function and clear breathing. I like to put it in a little spray bottle like this. And in the morning, I have peppermint, cedarwood, and frankincense. Happens to be a little blend that I love to do. I just add water, and every morning I spray into my hand, and then I just sit there in the shower with all the steam, and I breathe it in to my lungs and into my nose, and I just get it all through my respiratory system because I know that peppermint's going to open me up and help me for the day. Mouth rinse, it helps you have fresh breath. It repels bugs and spiders. So I take a bottle a little bit bigger than this. I just put 10 or 15 drops of peppermint, fill the big bottle full of water, and then I use it to spray on my garden plants. I use it to spray around doors and windows where bugs might come in, or where I'm having a problem once in a while with ants in my kitchen or something. Those little bugs, it repels so well. I add peppermint with, I didn't tighten it. I add peppermint with the dropper back to the kitchen with baking fudge or cookies or mint shake, brownies, that kind of thing, that I want a little bit of something. If one drop's too much,
yummy things with it.
I know, it's so fun. And I love mint, so it's good for me. Sometimes I'll just put a toothpick in and swirl it around just to give it the essence of the peppermint, not a whole drop. So that's a great way to do it too. You can put a drop of peppermint in your hand. Sometimes I add a drop of wild orange and just breathe in for a pick-me-up during the day. You can diffuse this. You can use it topically, and you can take it internally. So topically, again, with a spray bottle, you can put a few drops of peppermint in, add water, shake it up when you use it, make sure that the oils are shaken up with the water, and spray it on the back of your neck just to cool you down. And I've done that to a few people, and that's made them go, whoa, what is that? And they want to know more, and it makes me so happy. It can help in that same way with tension that you're having in your head. Had a sweet lady that dumped out her whole purse full of medications and said, because you gave me this peppermint water, it's changed my life. And been able to, as head tension comes on, she catches it before it gets worse. And that the peppermint water alone has helped. They also put a little quarter of a drop in a tiny little beadlet. I'm not sure I could show this to you because it's so tiny.
It's so little.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Good job.
Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a little tiny droplet. So if you put it in your mouth and pop it, it's going to be, wow, there is the oil. If you want fresh breath, It could be something that you use when you're trying to stay awake, if you want fresh breath. But these little beadlets are really handy and really cool. They also put it in a touch. If you want to buy just a roll-on that's already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so it's ready to use on a child, ready to use somebody with has sensitive skin, or ready for you to use, you know, back your neck, head, whatever. Sometimes the roll-on's a little better than the spray, because if you were to get a little peppermint in your eyes, which I have done before. I can remember the first time in my first few months, I was like, Joe, get me the fractionated coconut oil. Actually, the first time I tried water, which intensifies the pain because oil and water don't mix. So just take fractionated coconut oil or a little bit of Crisco or olive oil or whatever you have on hand, and just put a drop on your finger and rub it around your eyes, and just enough will seep in there to give you a little relief. It's not going to damage your eyes. It's just going to sting a little bit till it calms down. So keep the peppermint away from your eyes. You can just put a drop in your water, a liter of water, to give you feeling energy. You can rub it into your lotion that you might rub onto your feet. It's going to make your feet feel energized. I love to add it to so lavender, we've talked about in the past, helps with an after sun exposure, but peppermint has that cooling, so it can also help in a spray. It's just cooling and invigorating and awesome. And I'm sure I forgot something. Lee, what can you think of to share about peppermint?
I think you covered everything really, really well, Shaleen. I think it helps with all kinds of pests. I know that in a trailer that I had, I would get mice in the basement, and I could just take cotton balls and put peppermint oil on the cotton balls and put them like we would used to do with mothballs, put them around that storage area, and the mice would not come anywhere near it.
It does the job.
So.
When I first started, I had a man come to the door. I don't know how he even found me, and he bought 2 bottles of peppermint from me. He didn't want to enroll and get it at a reduced price, and I tried to say, you know, and he took it away. Well, when he called me again, that was a few months later, and he came back and said, I'd like to buy 2 more. And I said, you know, it's really going to be a little cheaper for you to eat, ma'am. You just want to buy them retail, just you can pay me more money, sure, go ahead. And then I said, could you tell me what you're using the peppermint for? And he has a huge barn and animals, and that's what he was doing. He was putting drops around the barn, and he said it just keeps the mice away. He's amazed. So you never know.
Then you don't have snakes in your barn that are coming after the mice.
There you go. All kinds of problems fixed. Anyway, peppermint's wonderful. We hope you enjoy it too, and you learned something new today, a new way to use your peppermint. If you don't have doTERRA in your life, please let us know, because it's not just something we sell, it's how we live, and we love to help other people live a natural lifestyle. Make little steps, I like to say. I'm still working on it too. Little steps to have a natural lifestyle, and doTERRA helps us do that. So thanks for coming, guys.
Bye.